guys, it's Tina with you. Welcome to Arroyo Production. Today we're going to discuss some of our equipment. So first comes first, and for the production company, the most important thing is probably cameras. At the moment, we have two cameras, and one of them is Sony A7R III, this one. And we bought this one because up to date, this is one of the best cameras for photo and video shooting on the market. And let me tell you some specs. It has 42 megapixels, BIONZ image processor, and its maximum resolution for videos is 4K. This camera can also shoot in log mode, and it has a very good stabilization overall, and it's one of the best cameras here on Georgian markets, as I mentioned. It has built-in Wi-Fi and dual SD slots. But the best feature of it that I love the most is that this camera allows you silent shooting up to 10 FPS with AF or AE tracking, which is the best features for when you want to shoot this type of shot when even a single noise can distract you and offset the whole frame. So this is one of the best cameras to do the silent shooting. This camera has significantly better operation with continuous shots, and it's set to minimize the color inconsistencies and differences in exposure when the flickering lights are detected. Right now we're shooting with our second camera, which is Sony A7, and specs-wise it's pretty similar to A7R III. Only difference is that it has 24 and 2 megapixels. Resolution is also 4K for videos, but only at 30 FPS. And the best thing for this camera is that it has dual media slots and it supports UHS-II, which is perfect when transferring materials to different kinds of computer, different kinds of storage. So both of these cameras are pretty comfortable to hold in your hand when you have this type of long time shooting. You don't get tired of it because both of them are pretty lightweight, and both of them are perfect for continuous shooting, for day and night shooting, and they have pretty various types of settings that can satisfy all of your needs. And both of them can shoot slow motion with 120 FPS, and we've recently been using the slow motion shots a lot, which you're gonna see in some of our next videos. It's actually perfect for this type of really motion and dynamic shoots when you need both slow motion and dynamic movement to show the contrast. Right now we're shooting on our Sony 16-35mm lens. It's pretty good for both indoor and outdoor video and photo shooting. The only downside is you can't really use it at night, so that might be a little bit of an obstacle for you, but if you have a sufficient enough lighting, it works just as perfect at daytime. So one of the best qualities of this lens is its pretty wide exposure, and you can shoot really beautiful cinematic quality videos with it. And my favorite thing about this lens is that it allows you to shoot architecture, automobile interior, and some smaller interior places. And the best thing would be because it has really wide framing and exposure, you can fit this small area places into one frame, and this makes your outcome, would it be a photo or a video, look more luxurious and look a lot better than with any other different lens. So the second one of my favorite lenses is this G Master 24 with f/e 1.4 cinematic lens. It can shoot most amazing bokeh ever if you want this kind of effect. And it's perfect for nighttime shooting. It has really good quality and manual and autofocus, which is pretty fitting for different kinds of situations. And I love this one very much because it's perfect for both indoor and outdoor shooting. So our third lens is this G Master 85 zoom lens with f/1.4. It's also perfect for nighttime shooting, and it has very beautiful bokeh as well as this one. And for different types of photo shoots, especially model photo shoot or background or architecture photo shoot, it's a really beautiful feature to have in your pictures because it elevates your pictures to a more elegant level. So as I said, this one is perfect for day and night photo shoots, and although this 85mm are fixed, you can still shoot gorgeous pictures with it if you just find the right angles for it. So for our main outdoor and interview shooting, we use this Sigma 16mm lens. It's also fixed and it is perfect for outdoor and indoor shooting as well as nighttime shooting. We like to shoot interviews and stand-ups with this lens because it is pretty wide. 16mm is pretty wide frame, and it shows like a really beautiful setting of both the person and the background. Recently, we shot a really action-packed video, which includes some car racing and etc. And we wouldn't be able to shoot it without this little baby here. This is GoPro Hero 7, and this is one of the best GoPro action cameras available here on Georgia market as well as on the international market. Its only rival is probably GoPro Hero 8. But to compare the specs and the price, you get pretty much the same type of specs, but GoPro 8 is a lot more expensive, so we opted out for GoPro 7. Plus, Hero has really nice specs. It has improved in image quality a lot, and it has brand new sort of features like waterproof build, portrait shooting orientation, it's hyper smooth stabilization, and ultra HD 4K video quality with up to 60 FPS, so it's pretty good. Our experience with this GoPro was also very nice and very smooth. We were able to capture our action shots really vividly and really nicely. It has really detailed 12 megapixel still images, which is good for action photo shoot. It's suitable for both professional and amateur photo shooting, for like family photo shoot, if you go somewhere for a hike, or if you shoot at nighttime. We actually shot a pretty good nighttime videos with this one. And the only thing I want to specify about it is when you're shooting in changing light situations. We had one photo shoot where we had to go from daylight to night really quickly. It's probably better to put the settings on auto mode, so it will kind of like balance itself out. Otherwise, GoPro Hero 7 is really the best choice for whatever you want to shoot. Would it be a video, a photo shoot, a portrait shoot, nighttime, daytime, and etc. Let's move to our stabilizers. Lately, we had to shoot a lot of movement shots and dynamic shots, and stabilizers are pretty crucial for this type of shooting. So we've been using this DJI Ronin SC a lot. It's a pretty neat thing. It's made with aluminum, magnesium, and other high-strength composite materials, which is why you're not really too afraid to damage it. It's not that easily damageable. And it's still actually pretty lightweight for its composition. It weighs up to 1.1 kilos, which is kind of really not a lot for this type of thing, because it's packed with really a lot of specs and a lot of interesting features. It's modular design, so basically it means that you can carry it anywhere. You can just pack it and take it with you anywhere, and constructing this thing really doesn't take a lot of time, and you don't really need a lot of experience with stabilizers to figure it out. So it's pretty intuitive in usage and pretty user-friendly. So this Ronin SC can support a wide range of cameras and lenses. It has been tested to support up to 2 kilos payload, and it still can achieve very smooth, very cinematic shots. It's pretty intuitive, as I said. If you're like a first-timer newbie like me, for example, it's pretty easy to learn how to use it on the go, and it's really flexible in this type of thing. It's constructed so that it keeps camera's payload above the roll axis, so there are no obstacles for camera's built-in display. And one of the best features of this Ronin SC crane is that it has the 360-degree infinite roll, which brings the whole shooting process to another level. One thing you should be careful about though is first you should stabilize it really carefully, because otherwise you might burn out your engines really quick. So another one of our favorite cranes that we use really a lot is Julia crane. It performs smoothly and without a noise. Let me show it to you real quick. Basically, spec-wise, it's similar to Ronin SC in some ways, and it's different in some ways. What I like the most about this one also is that it also has the 360 degree filming mode, which enables you to shoot really good cinematic style of videos. And its runtime is another thing why we chose to buy this crane, because its runtime is 12 hours, which is pretty good for this type of cranes. And some of its specs are, as I already mentioned, 360 rotation along all of its axes. It supports compact cameras weighing from almost 300 grams up to about 2 kilos. It has lens support for long lenses, which is pretty crucial in different types of photo shoots. It has 4-way joystick, mode switch button, and a shifter level on a control panel right here. And one of the best features that I love, absolutely love about this crane is that you can control it from iOS or Android systems. You just need to download the app to do it. The last but not least is our drone DJI Mavic Pro 2. This is one of the leading drones on international and Georgian market up to date, and its only rival is probably DJI Phantom. But I think that this one is a lot better because, first of all, it weighs less. It weighs up to 1 kilo, 950 grams if I remember correctly. And it's also pretty comfortable and user-friendly to control while in air. Camera-wise, it has 20 megapixel camera. It can also shoot 4K videos with up to 30 FPS and has Adobe DNG RAW support. 3-axis gimbal is capable of stabilizing the image even during high-speed motion, so you get a very smooth and sharp image. Mavic Pro 2 has up to 31-minute flight time, and its maximum speed is 44 miles per hour. It's pretty lightweight, which makes it pretty easily maneuverable, so you can get a lot of different angles and a lot of different cool and interesting shots, which you can't get with other type of drones. It's definitely improved a lot since Mavic Pro 1. We had a pretty long experience of flying Mavic Pro 1. As far as I remember, it was like about 125 miles, and we can definitely say that this one has improved a lot in its flight abilities, in speed, in better image quality, and etc. It's basically a lot more comfortable to use, and it allows you to do your job a lot quicker than with other generations or with other type of drones. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you liked our video and it was interesting and entertaining for you, and we hope that you managed to learn some things about our different kind of equipments and cameras, and what camera, what lens, and what equipment to use in different situations. And we hope you like our videos, so stay tuned, subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. Bye!